The purpose of this video is to show you how to not only access the podcast, Saudi Arabia, the Oil Kingdom, that was produced by Planet Money, but also to create a page into OneNote. The first thing you need to do and kind of remember, or I find helpful when listening to a podcast, is remembering why or what the purpose is behind the podcast. So there's 3 different questions that you're being asked to respond to. And so with that in mind, when I click, if I double click on this link, or if I right click on it and press open link, it should take me to this page. That way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press play here, and so it'll start. There might be an ad, so it'll start playing up here, and I'll actually click back to block 1. And as I'm listening, I'll have a piece of paper in front of me, and I'll just be jotting down notes. I'll know that these 3 questions will appear in the podcast, and they'll probably appear in order. So after you finish listening to the podcast and you've written down / you were drawing while you were listening, the next step, as it talks about in the directions, is you need to create a new page. So create a page in OneNote titled Planet Money, the Oil Kingdom. Because I know that this right here is my title, I'm just going to kind of cheat. I'm going to press Control C, and I'm copying that right there. That way when I go and I click on my name, so I always use Finn as my example, and I click plus page, I can then press Control V and paste exactly what the title needs to be. I always like taking and dragging it up because it appears first. If we come back and click on today's task, and then you go to Saudi Arabia, the Oil Kingdom, once again, go ahead and I read through the expectations of what I need to go ahead and write into that new page. Remember, if you have questions, ask the people at your table. If you need Mr. Patterson's help, go ahead and raise your hand. Wait at least 30 seconds before you start saying his name.